Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now. I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. As always, thank you guys and gals for watching our channel. We're going to talk about Whoopi Goldberg. As we know, she is a radical progressive leftist that is part of the Wild Bunch over on The View, ABC's The View, where you literally have nothing but a bunch of liberal hags over there talking nonstop crap about conservatives. And they really hate them some men, it seems. We do have one supposed conservative on the board. There's supposed to be another Republican on there too, but she's more leftist than some leftists, for crying out loud. She's certainly more of a lefty than somebody like even Bill Maher, okay? Bill Maher recently came out and said, look, abortion should be a tough decision for women to have to make. He agrees with the ability to be able to have it done at a state level. The big lie in all this is that abortion got banned. No, it just got sent back to the states for the states to decide what should be done. And of course, everybody lost their minds and said, oh my God, abortion is banned. Well, even Republican Kansas didn't actually ban abortion. Okay, I don't agree with abortion unless there is dire medical circumstances that makes somebody have to get one in order to save the woman's life. Yeah, I understand that. Maybe if there was a conception under a very sinister act, that is something I might be able to take a look at too. But I do believe it should have always been done at a state level. Okay, this should have never been federal. So let's get to Whoopi Goldberg, because she doesn't give a shit what men think, and that's funny. They always don't care about what the men think. And look, let me help her out. She's also telling you she doesn't give a shit about the babies either. Okay, I don't care what the babies think. All right, I don't care about their rights. All right, one of the things that myself and my wife talk about is, have you ever seen so many women want to off so many babies in all your life? My wife calls it sick. She doesn't understand it. I don't understand it. Nobody understands it. So Whoopi Goldberg says she can't take all these men giving you an opinion and her over these abortion rights issues. Let's listen to this.
I have chosen to speak.
I think most of the members of my conference prefer that this be dealt with at the state level.
I'm 100% pro-life. And being said, I think it's more likely than not, and probably the better part of valor, to see how the states sort this out.
Yeah, if my eyes get pregnant, I'll be sure to come to you.
Because this is an issue to laugh your ass off over.
I just can't take it. All these men talking about what is right. You don't know jack about my body. You didn't take enough time to sit down with anybody to find out what really can go wrong with a woman's body. She can want to have the baby and still have stuff go wrong with her body, and you guys have not put any thought about that into it. We have a woman now who is.
Okay, so she's bringing up one of the things I just talked about, which is some kind of a medical issue, but she knows damn good and well that's not what she's talking about, or what somebody like her ilk is talking about. They want to be able to do full-term abortions, okay? And look, this shouldn't be some kind of birth control, for crying out loud. She said, listen, I can't take it. All these men talking about what is right, you don't know jack about my body. You didn't have enough time to sit down with anybody to find out what really can go wrong with a woman's body. I guess no man has ever taken an anatomy class. She can want to have the baby and still stuff go wrong with her body. I think a lot of people understand that, even on the right. Okay, Whoopi. And you guys have not put any thought about that into it. That's just an out-and-out lie. We have a woman now who is fighting for the right to get an abortion because there seems to be some sort of a beat in her body, in the baby, but the baby's brain has not developed. The baby's arms are not developed, and you're making her carry this in this shape. What the hell? I mean, those are extenuating circumstances, and I get that, okay? But again, it should be left up to the state. Now, it was a bad ruling to begin with, okay? It should have always been with the state. Co-host Alyssa Farah, now I believe she's supposed to be the conservative. For a long time, my party argued that states should decide abortion rights. That was what the statements were. It should have been decided by the state. So Lindsey Graham just went completely rogue by saying this should be federally done. We should have a federal restriction on abortion. I think he thought it was going to give him goodwill with some parts of his base. But I disagree with the approach entirely. The vast majority agrees with some access to abortion and some limitations. 15 weeks is on par with some places in Europe, but let states make that decision. Goldberg said, how about we let the women make that decision? To hell with the states. Now, see, that's where the radically progressive side of Whoopi takes over. Okay? How about no? Okay, the law is it goes back to the states, and the states set up the restrictions of whatever the abortion law is there. Why does that happen? Because in those states, the majority of the citizens identify and view this issue a certain way. Okay, the states are supposed to represent the citizens that are in said states. Whoopee. Okay, plain and simple. All right, so it should be with the states. I saw what Lindsey Graham is doing. I'm not sure what he's doing. Okay, I like Lindsey Graham, but sometimes he goes off the rails, okay? And I understand there's members of the party on my side that believe under no circumstances should there ever be an abortion. I believe there are medical cases. I believe there can be cases where it was conceived in a sinister act where I think you have to be able to take a look at that, okay? But again, I think this is lost on progressives. We are raised in the idea that babies, okay, even ones that have not come out yet, all right, do have rights. And because we put the rights of children ahead of men and women, okay, and that's what you're supposed to do, in our opinion. That's how we were raised, all right. We try to think about babies and the children, and then the adults come last, right? We try to make sure that they are safe and sound. And I think that's the big difference here. It truly is. It's how it's fundamentally looked at. These women keep saying women's rights, women's rights, women's rights, when we're back here going, but babies' rights. Okay? And to me, especially the women that don't have something going on, they just want the ability to go do it. I can't think of anything more sinister and selfish, frankly. Okay, and should you have the ability to just go rogue and be selfish? No, hell no. You know, to hell with your opinion at that point, right? I am going to worry about that kid at that point. I mean, it's crazy. These people on The View are nuts anyway, you know, and sometimes we just got to shine a light on how loony these people really are. It's scary to me, and it's a shame to me that these kind of shows can stay on and continue to reach so many people. But I'm going to tell you, this is an issue that when you watch some of the protesting that has went on out there, man, it is repugnant. There's some very sinister, ugly, demented protests that have went on around this. Some protests where they don't even try to hide the fact that they don't care about that baby. They don't. And I got to tell you, that feels like a mental illness to me. In my opinion, something is wrong with a person that their first thought in their mind is not the best interest of that child. I don't know. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. Whoopi Goldberg's nuts. So's everybody else on there. You know, Joy Behar and the rest of them. They're nuts. Alyssa Ferreira, I've seen her on Fox News. I like some of the stuff she's had to say. But hell, I think she's even a Trump hater now. And I think she might have done some work for Trump, if I remember correctly. I don't know. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.